Recording. Well, welcome.
Oh, mine says my.
Thank you for joining us this evening. You're probably watching this because somebody invited you to, because they see in you something about your big heart or maybe your entrepreneurial focus. But at any rate, we're excited to have you here to listen to our stories about how we got healthier and how we're having a better financial experience. So my name is Christy Allen, and I work as a representative for the Juice Plus company. I've been eating Juice Plus for over 14 years and sharing Juice Plus for the same amount of time. When I was introduced to Juice Plus, I was actually pretty happy with my regime of vitamins. I thought that I had really, was doing great, taking care of myself. I was filling in the gaps with vitamins. I was exercising. I was eating pretty good. And, I used to joke my main goal was to be drug kicking and screaming into old age. So when I was introduced to Juice Plus, fruits and vegetables in a capsule, I didn't quite get it. It just didn't resonate too strongly with me. And I thought, well, I'm already healthy. Why would I change? I'm happy with what I'm doing. And the truth is that I was accepting some things as normal that really aren't. I was accepting sinus infections. I would start a sinus infection usually in October, and it would go until maybe February. Every year. Christmases were horrible. I would be sniffling and dribbling, and my ears were all stopped up. I couldn't hear. I was on steroids and antibiotics, but that was typical, right? That was normal. I just had bad sinuses. Also, allergies. Oh my gosh, my son and I both had such severe allergies that I gave him those Claritin Ready tabs, the chewable tablets, every day. Now I look back on things like that, and I'm so glad we're not doing that anymore. I'm so glad. So when we started, I did decide to try it. I thought, what the heck? Kind of makes sense, fruits and vegetables. And I wanted my son to have optimal nutrition. And there was this program called the Children's Health Study where children get it for free. And hey, free is good, right? So we got started, and right away there were some benefits that I just loved. Waking up with more energy every day. Skin, glowing skin. Nails, ooh. And my hairdresser wanted to know what new shampoo I had bought. Plus my hair was growing back. I mean, sorry, but ladies, we do thin a little bit. And he showed me. He said, look, your hair's growing back. So the short term were great, but the long term is what really sold me, because no more sinus infections. I went through that entire winter without getting sick. That next summer, because we started in the summer, so about a year in, we had a 95% reduction in our allergy symptoms. And by 18 months, we were totally done with the allergy symptoms. And my son, who had asthma, blew 100% on his lungs function study. And so he was able to stop taking all of his allergy medication, his asthma medication. He was done. No more asthma. So that was pretty impressive. I was really pretty happy. At the same time, when all this was going on, I also said yes to sharing the opportunity. The person who shared it with me, Juice Plus, was also doing that. And I thought, I liked the possibilities that were there. It gave me hope. I don't really I'm kind of unemployable. I don't like having a boss. I'm a hard worker. I will work hard, but I don't like having to do it in somebody else's time frame. I don't have limitations on how much I can earn. I want to definitely be paid what I'm worth, and I really want some time flexibility. I absolutely hate having to ask someone else for time off for something that's really important to me, and then have that dependent upon their whims, how they feel that day. Did they get in a fight with their wife or whatever? I just hated that. And what I've discovered is the personal growth that has occurred to me in doing this and becoming an entrepreneur and owning my own business and sharing with other people. There's a lot of personal growth. I have grown as a person tremendously. The relationships that I have now. Guess what? I get to pick the people I work with. How often does that happen? So it's pretty simple. I can do anytime I have my phone or the internet, I can do my business. I can share with people. I can follow up with them. In fact, we are such that we can just do it in spare bits of time. You know, in the process of life itself, we're able to go ahead and do our business venture. Now I earn a full-time income with part-time effort. And I love, love, love that. It really is pretty simple. I do the sharing with people and the following up with people, and the company pretty much does the rest. I'm the marketing branch for them, and I really enjoy that because I like people, and I've discovered that I like them a lot. It's fun to meet new people. It's fun to learn about them. It's fun to lock arms with them when they want to share Juice Plus also with others. But the company actually does so much for us. They warehouse the product. They ship it to our customers. They bill the customers. They keep track of all of our data. They pay our teams, and they pay us. So really, it's pretty simple. I love that it's whole food. Nobody else, I've not run into that anywhere. It's whole food, and what whole food can do for the body is phenomenal. Juice Plus is backed up by over 37 published studies. And I'm kind of a science nerd. In fact, when I first learned about Juice Plus, it was like, show me the science. Prove to me that it can work. Well, it works, and it works in the human body, and that makes a huge difference for me. And that's why I want other people to know about it, because I want them to have that in their bodies. I want them to have that hope and that possibility to be healthier, and hopefully have a financial experience too, because I got to tell you, the community of people that I get to work with is unmatched. Like-minded people, energetic people, happy people that are committed to helping others, and they support and they challenge me, and together we do this together. It's one of the few ventures that you will do together. You don't really do this all by yourself, and together we do achieve more. So it's turned out to be personal growth, financial growth, intellectual growth. Oh, what I have learned about health and nutrition, that's also unmatched. And it's because of the exposure that we have to the scientists and the doctors and the cutting edge science about what's going on in health and nutrition. It also rewards me emotionally, intellectually, physically, and financially, and it definitely fulfills my desire to help others. So when others my age are sliding into the scarcity mentality of fixed income, I know that I'm going to be retiring into wealth. My husband and I have already achieved one of our dreams, which is to build our cabin in the woods. And we love, love, love that. And we have more dreams in store. We'd like to go traveling overseas. He wants to go to used bookstores. It's his favorite. But truly, our future is full of possibilities. And I don't think that's typical. I don't think it's typical for the average American. So I have the health that's not typical for the average American, and I'm having the wealth that's not typical for the average American. And I have the Juice Plus and the Juice Plus company to thank for that. So Ruth, what about you?
That was awesome, Christy. Thank you so much for that. And I would just love to share a little bit, kind of the same route in regards to life before Juice Plus, starting off that way. And that would be basically, I mean, I had sinus infections too at that time. And by the way, I've been taking Juice Plus. It'll be 15 years in November. It's amazing how time flies. And in that amount of time, of course, I had colds and sinus infections and was taking isolated vitamins because that's really all I knew at that time. But in that amount of time, this is kind of what's going on now, is I've only had 2 colds. And I mean, I can get a cold, knock on wood here, but I can get a cold, but boy, is it exciting. All the money I've saved and all the health that comes around that. But also in regards to Juice Plus, it just made sense to me. Like, finally, Jetson food. I mean, we were trying to get those fruits and vegetables in us, but we're supposed to get 7 to 13 a day and get that wide and get that rainbow. And we definitely weren't doing it, my husband and I, but Juice Plus is now bridging that gap, and boy, getting those results of health and just the things behind it. And one of the best things that I love, and Christy brought this up too, is the research. The research is, you just don't see that. And that is what I am so proud of, to be able to actually, I'll talk about that further here, why I'm even sharing Juice Plus, but that is definitely one of the reasons. And of course, some other things Christy mentioned: stronger nails, thicker hair, not to mention big one for me too is just recovery after exercise, because I was an athlete and actually I coached for 20 years, and boy, I wish I would have known about this to be able to tell parents, my goodness, here's something that's working with recovery for even your kids. And I saw that in myself too. So along with that also came the Shred 10, which we may hear about that tonight, but more importantly, you could ask about that with the person that invited you. But the Shred 10, I had a little acidity, and that went away completely. I mean, it was amazing. I have tried other things, and that went away. So Juice Plus has just been a blessing. But even so, because it's been such a blessing, I started sharing Juice Plus when I started also, and because I thought people need to know about this. They need to see that there is something out there to help bridge that gap and to help families and so on. So that is something in regards to why I have enjoyed sharing Juice Plus so much over these years. Now, I do want to mention this. I don't always, but I do want to mention this. I actually do have a job, and it is one that I go to. But I tell you what, the one thing I love about Juice Plus, I can do it in stolen moments. I know that in the future, or even right now, I have choices. I can decide if I want to quit my job. I have other financial income coming in. So if you're thinking, oh, I already have a job, what's nice is this is something you could do within your life. And that's exciting. So whether to retire into Juice Plus or say, by gosh, this is all I'm doing right now. I mean, that's what my future holds, is I can probably stop my job right now and Juice Plus full time. And that is huge. The other thing I wanted to mention is that I already talked about the athletes and so on, but I really use Juice Plus as a catalyst for, and this is kind of a vision of mine too, of people being happy and living a whole life and of awesome well-being. And there's a lot of things going on in our nation, actually in the world, that causes us to get more stressed, or whatever is happening in your life for that matter, the busyness of life, I guess you could say. So my vision is that Juice Plus is a catalyst of not only the health piece, which is so important, but also the income, financial income, having more coming into the household, so that we can make choices that are that would cause our families and loved ones to be happier and healthier. So that is something that truly I see and feel a part of. And like Christy was saying, I mean, Juice Plus has given me hope and so many others. It's so fun to work with people to get that financial income, and seeing people get healthier at the same time, and literally getting phone calls saying thank you. It's very rewarding. And the fun part is, as my check goes up, I know I'm helping even more people. That's the way I look at it. And to be able to have that residual income, knowing that check is always coming in and the company is behind that. And we are on a mission, and we would love for you to take a peek and join us. And because we can't, let me put it this way, we can't do it by ourselves. So that's the fun part too, is the wonderful people that are in this community. So I would say, once again, come and join us and just at least take a peek further and check us out. So I think we have Emily also that, there she is. Hey, Emily.
Hello. Thank you, ladies, for inviting me to come in and to share my story. I got started on Juice Plus 5 years ago in October. One of my friends asked me just if I would host a party. I ended up doing one, and wow, I was amazed at getting the information. And that evening, I realized I was not eating enough fruits and vegetables. And this was so simple. It was easy, and I could take some capsules. So what I did that night is I got started on the Juice Plus product. I did not realize what things would come after that. What changed was by me taking Juice Plus, as well as making some other lifestyle changes, I found that I wasn't going into the doctor as often as I used to. I wasn't getting different infections that became common for me. I wasn't having the headaches and migraines that I used to have. I was able to sleep better. I was able to not have restless leg syndrome at night, which, if any of you have it, you don't like it. It's annoying. So did not have some of those things. But then also, I was able to deliver a healthy daughter and had a wonderful pregnancy. And I know, had I not been flooding my body with all that whole food nutrition, that the outcome could have been different. I may not have been as comfortable or as happy or whatever the case may be. But it brought about so many more wonderful things. Also with my husband, I'm always excited to share his story too, is that he was addicted to Claritin, Zyrtec, taking more than he needed to take on a daily level. And then also energy drinks. Once he got going on Juice Plus, and through those lifestyle changes as well, he hasn't had the need to take the allergy medicine. He doesn't take the energy drinks that we all know are not good for you. Research those. If you think you need to research Juice Plus, you really need to research that. So anyways, it really was a catalyst of opportunities for our health in areas that we found that we needed to work on. We also did take part in the Shred 10 for multiple months, and between the both of us, we've been able to lose quite a bit of weight, and that has felt good because other people see it and they ask what's going on, what is changing, and they see that visual change in our health, not just what we have noticed personally as well. Now, as far as within the mission, I will be honest and tell you, I did sign up that same evening 5 years ago. I signed up to share the product with others. But I thought that I needed to know everything. I thought that I needed to know all about the research. I needed to know about the product. I needed to have experience. I need to have all of those things. I regret not sharing it at that point, because at that point I was working in the education field. I was working with parents, with teachers, and I had a role where I could have shared Juice Plus. I could have made a difference, because we all know that through nutrition, proper nutrition, that helps our kids. That helps their growth. It helps in their learning area. And so I wish that I would have shared at that point. Now, what made that change not only was the experience, but it was also the community. I started, after the birth of our daughter, I started going to the different events that were here local. I started to get on different calls and learn more. I started to get introduced to different doctors that support Juice Plus, going to different conferences and regionals and all of those. And it was through that I started to get the knowledge, the education, the confidence, all of those pieces to go, wow, we have our hands on such an amazing product. And I started to realize I feel obligated to share this with others, because if it helped with some of my little things that I was dealing with, it could help with some of the major things that other people were dealing with. And so I started to share. I opened up my mouth, and it is just amazing to hear the stories that we get from other people. I thought that the job that I was in was really rewarding. This job is very, very rewarding because you get to be a part in someone else's health journey. But along the way, we get to have a financial journey too. So as a mom, I'm going to reach out to some of you moms that are listening to this. It is sometimes hard to go, okay, what is the right path? What do we need to do as a parent for our kids? And the biggest thing is not only giving them love, but you've got to provide the proper nutrition for them. And I am so thankful that we have flooded our daughter's body with that, but that I am on a mission to help other parents who are out there, other moms, dads, aunts, uncles. It doesn't matter. We are all on a mission together. Not only are you a parent, but you may be an athlete, you may be a teacher, you may be a business entrepreneur, whoever it is. We are all on a mission, and our mission is to help others and to help them to have the health that they want, but also to have that financial freedom. And we have all of those things right here within what we do. And the other fantastic thing is we get to work with people that we want to work with. We get to work with people that love on other people, that love helping other people. And so there is not a Sunday evening that I dread Monday, because I know what I do has a purpose. I know I'm helping others, and I know that I can make a difference. And when I know I can make a difference, I'm happy. And so the other piece to it that I wanted to share, and I know Christy kind of shared a little about this too, is this business is cleverly disguised in personal growth. So I have really been able to, through the course of the last couple of years, I've been able to grow in who I am. Me being able to do this right now would not have been the case 2 years ago. I've learned more about who I am, what I want, and had I not said yes to this mission, I don't know if I would have ever found who I was. So it is just amazing how much growth you can have over the course of doing this journey. And it's because you're surrounded by those people who are like you, which is awesome. So what my future looks like, it looks awesome. It looks fantastic. Our family goal is to be able to, my husband works for corporate America, and our goal is that one day we are going to get him to where he gets to do what he wants to do versus what he is told to do. And so I just ask that you all just dream. Think about what it would be like if you were able to take control of your life and to own your life, because there is nothing better than that. So say yes to learning more, and say yes to joining us, because we're a cool group of people. So I'll give it back to you, Christy.
Thank you, Emily, and thank you, Ruth, also. I appreciate both of you ladies, and I love doing this with you. If you're interested in learning more, ask the person who invited you. You can get some details. We'd be more than happy to share them with you. But I agree with what Emily had to say. Go ahead and we invite you to say yes to our mission. It is so rewarding. It's rewarding to you because of helping others, but it's rewarding to you because of the health benefits and the finances. Say yes to flexible time, more time with your family or your spouse. Say yes to flexible finances. So whether you're interested in fun, fulfillment, or finances, please join us in changing the world one person at a time. Thank you.